Hi, happy Earth Day. Today we'll be doing a complete practice, so starting with beginning meditation, going through our sequence, and then ending in Shavasana. So if you're able to meet me outside, grab your stuff, meet me outside, and we'll get started. So take a moment and step off your mat. So if you're outside, go ahead and get those feet into the ground. If you're inside of your home, still step off of that mat. And if you're in your home, take a moment to imagine everything that we'll be going through. If you're actually outside and you're able to feel these sensations, then take it all in. So once you step off of your mat, you can either be to the side of it or wherever. I want you to close your eyes. Coming into mountain pose. And taking a moment just to notice. Noticing the sounds around you. And once again, if you're not able to be outside, just thinking about what sounds might be around you if you were outside. Maybe listening to the sounds that you hear here on my video. So noticing these sounds. And taking a moment to notice how they make you feel. You'll probably notice sounds of nature, such as birds or animals. And then some of you may also notice sounds of humans. So maybe you hear lawn tractors or other equipment being used by humans. Remembering that humans are also a part of nature. So just being present to what you are noticing and not applying any judgment. So if you hear those sounds of lawn tractor or construction, don't let it bother you. Just remember that it is natural for humans to do these types of things, to want to improve their spaces, maybe to want to build a safe place for their family to live. So taking in all of this and remembering that all of it is a part of nature. And then take a moment to feel any sensations that you might feel here. So maybe that's wind as it glides across your skin. Maybe feeling the warmth of the sun. Just taking all of this in, anything that you feel. Feeling the ground beneath your feet. Trying to pinpoint every single blade of grass if you can. Just taking in all of these sensations of feeling and noticing how these make you feel. So as you notice these sensations, how do they make you feel inside? Now begin to notice any smells. For most of us, spring is just starting to crop up in our areas. So a lot of you might notice smells of spring. If you're in a warmer climate, you might smell fresh cut grass. Or maybe you may already have flowers and you can smell those flowers. It's just taking in any of these smells. Now, smell is a very important thing when it comes to memories. So maybe if you're by, say for example, a lilac bush, and you smell that smell of lilacs. And as it enters your nose, not only do those olfactory senses start to kick on, but those are going to trigger memories. So maybe you have a memory of your favorite grandmother who had a lilac bush. Or maybe you smell somebody baking something nearby. Take a moment to notice how these smells make you feel. Now we're going to begin to turn ourselves inward. So turning the senses inward, beginning to feel that breath in the body as the breath moves through the body. So begin to elongate those inhales and elongate those exhales. Beginning to connect to your yoga breath. So what I mean by that is in yoga, we generally want to fill up the lower part of our abdomen here first, and then fill up our chest. As we exhale, releasing, emptying out the chest, and then the abdomen. Noticing as you release, the belly button curls in as you're exhaling. As you're inhaling, belly fills up, chest fills up. So if it helps you to take your right hand to that belly, left hand to the heart, to better feel the movement of that breath. And continue breathing here, really feeling that movement of the breath through the body. Trying to focus on that breath now. So we're letting everything else that we were aware of fall to the side, just focusing on the breath. And try to imagine now that the exhales are pushing down, out through those feet, grounding you down, creating roots. Inhales, coming up and out the crown of your head. So as you inhale, feeling yourself getting taller, crown of the head coming up, connecting you to the air, the ether. And as you exhale, exhales, grounding you down, down to the earth. Either standing here in your mountain pose, or you can keep the hands where they were before. And taking a moment here with those eyes closed or with a soft gaze, and set an intention for today's practice. Taking your time, slowly open up those eyes, and we'll meet at the front of our mat. So stepping onto that mat, taking a moment just to notice how that mat feels today. And then coming to the front of the mat, coming to mountain pose once again. And then we'll begin with our sun salutations. So inhale, circle arms up overhead. As you exhale, folding it down. Inhale, bring it up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, circle all the way up. Exhale, swan dive it down. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold it down. Plant those hands, walk or jump out to plank. Remember, your plank can be up high on your knees or on your forearms. And you're holding here, breathing. Feeling yourself being strong and grounded. On that next inhale, looking left. As you exhale, looking right. Inhale, head center. Exhale, lower the knees, lowering it down. Bringing yourself to Spinks Pose. So elbows under shoulders, letting those ears come up and away from those shoulders. Feeling that small back bend here as the tops of the feet and the tops of the leg are pressing into the mat. And on your next inhale, looking right. As you exhale, left. Inhale, head center. And when you're ready, downward dog. And take a moment once you get there to walk your dog. And then find your way to a place of stillness. So you're holding in your first downward dog. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, look up at the hands, walk or jump front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, circle it up. On your exhale, swan dive it down. Inhale, bring it up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold it down, plant those hands, walk or jump out to plank. Lowering it down for a 4 count this time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking a back bend of your choice this time. So maybe you come back to Sphinx. Or maybe you come to Cobra, upward dog. And then when you're ready, we're going to go back, downward dog. Planting those hands, hips coming up and back. And you're breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, look up at the hands, walk or jump, front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, swan dive it down. Inhale, bring it up halfway, flat back. On the exhale, fold it down, plant the hands, walk or jump, plank. Lowering down, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back bend of your choice. And then downward dog. Remembering you do not have to take chaturanga. You can lower those knees and then lower it down. You don't have to lower all the way down through chaturanga dandasana. Remembering to honor that body and where it is today. Go ahead, bend the knees, look up at the hands, walk or jump front of the mat, forward fold. Coming into Sun Salutations B. Inhale, circle it up. Exhale, swan dive it down. Inhale, sweep arms up, chair pose. And we're breathing here for this first one, holding. Feeling yourself being strong, lifting from the crown of the head, and being grounded down through those heels. On your next inhale, looking up. As you exhale, looking down, fold it down. Inhale, sweep arms up, chair pose. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, plant those hands, walk or jump, plank. Exhale, lowering it down. Remember, you can drop those knees if you'd like. Coming up to your back bend. And then when you're ready, downward dog. Inhale, right leg to the air. As you exhale, bringing that right leg through, turning back foot. Inhale, sweep arms up, warrior 1. And breathing here for 3, 2, 1. Turn the back foot, crescent lunge. Inhaling here. As you exhale, folding arms down. 3-legged dog downward dog, or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend those knees, look up with the hands, walk or jump front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, sweep arms up, chair pose. Exhale, straighten those legs, lift it up. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, fold, walk or jump plank. Exhale, lowering it down. Inhale, bringing it up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, sweep the leg through, turn back foot. Inhale, sweeping arms up for warrior 1. And breathing here for 3, 2, 1. Turn that back foot, crescent lunge. Inhale, exhale, fold the arms down. 3-legged dog to downward dog. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend those knees, look up at the hands, walk or jump front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, sweep it up, chair pose. Exhale, straighten the legs, lift it up, back bend. Inhale, bringing it up. Exhale, fold it all the way down. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, fold it down. Taking a forward fold here, so grabbing opposite arms or wrapping around the legs. Uttanasana, forward fold. And breathing. Slowly release those hands. We're going to inhale, circle it up. As you exhale, mountain pose. Taking a moment in mountain pose, noticing how that body feels. Maybe beginning to notice if you have some heat beginning to develop here. Taking a moment to reconnect with that breath if it got away from you. Reconnect with that intention if you had set one. Slowly open up the eyes. We're going to inhale, circle arms up overhead. As you exhale, swan dive it down. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, plant those hands, walk or jump, plank. And this time, everyone dropping those knees, child's pose. Inhale, bring it up. On your exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg to the air. As you exhale, bringing that right leg through, turning back foot, warrior 1. Breathing here for 3, 2, 1. Turning the arms, coming into warrior 2. Looking out over that front middle finger and breathing here for 3, 2, 1. Bringing that left leg down, left arm down, left leg, or to your lower back, right arm up and over, reversing your warrior. Breathing here for 3, 2, 1. Coming into side angle. Option here to use a block if you have one. So bringing right arm down to right thigh, left arm to the air or up and over. You could also have right hand on the ground or to a block. Breathing here for 3, 2, 1. Bringing it all the way up. As you do, straightening that front leg. We're going to bring the hand down that left leg again or behind us. Reversing here, except that front leg is straight. 3, 2, 1, bring the arms out to a T. We're going to reach forward with that right arm. Reaching, really reaching with those right fingertips. We can't reach anymore. Bringing that right hand down to the inside of right leg or to a block. Left arm up. Coming into triangle. And breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that front knee. Bring it up. Warrior 2. Warrior 1. Turn the back foot, crescent lunge. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, fold the arms down. Step the back foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, swan dive it down. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, plant those hands, walk or jump, plank. Exhale, lowering it down. Inhale, bringing it up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg to the air. As you exhale, bringing it through for warrior 1. Inhale, sweeping arms up. And yes, I switch so you can see me on both sides. And breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opening it up for warrior 2. And breathing here for 3, 2, 1. Reversing that warrior. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna bring it back. Warrior 2. Side angle. Breathing here for 3, 2, 1. Bringing it up, straightening that leg, and then reversing it here. Keeping that front leg straight. 3, 2, 1. Setting up for our triangle, so arms coming out to a T. Reaching forward with that left arm, reaching, then bringing it down. And breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing it up, bending that front knee. Warrior 2, warrior 1, crescent. Bring that back foot forward, forward fold. Breathing here. Inhale, circle it up. Exhale, hands coming down to the chest. And we'll be coming into our tree pose. So I will be facing you this way instead of facing the long ways of the mat. You will still be up at the front of the mat for mountain pose. So hands are at heart center. And we're going to unweight the right foot. So maybe you just come to those right toes at first. Just beginning to feel that balance here. Now, if this is more comfortable for you to do with your hands on your hips or your hands out to the sides, or maybe you even bring your hand to the wall, or you have a friend you're doing this with, or your spouse, you can use whoever, use a tree for a prop if you'd like. So just unweighting, getting your balance, feeling yourself being grounded down through that left foot. And then we're going to touch down briefly. And then we're going to turn that right hip, that right ankle, that right knee. Notice, so we're starting here, turning everything externally, so rotating everything, turning everything toward the right. As you feel comfortable, you can begin to walk that right foot up your left leg. Being mindful when you do this, you don't want that left hip popping out to the left here. You want to keep everything center. Making sure that you're not placing that heel or that foot into the left knee here. And only going as far as feels good to you. So maybe this is as far as you go today. Maybe you go here. Maybe you pick up that foot and you put yourself up here. Only going as far as feels good to you. And once you get your foot where you'd like, feeling free to extend those branches. If you'd like even more of a challenge, closing those eyes. And it's okay if you sway. If you can see the trees behind me, they sway in the wind as well. It's natural. And we'll be breathing here in our tree for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing your branches down, releasing that leg, and go ahead and shake out that left leg, roll that left ankle, and then bring yourself back to center. We'll head to the other side. So inhaling, arms up, exhaling, hands coming down to heart center, and then just unweighting that left foot here. So feeling yourself grounding down, maybe imagining you're growing roots out of that right foot. Breathing. And then touching down briefly with that left foot. And then we're going to bring that left foot out toward the left, so externally rotating everything there. And then taking your time as you feel comfortable, walking that left foot up, that right leg, finding whichever location, placement of that foot feels most comfortable, and breathing. And then taking your time, extending your branches if that feels good today. And we're breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those branches down, release the leg, and shake it out. And then we're going to come down to all fours here, so coming back to our table, our hands and knees. Checking to make sure that those wrists are under elbows, elbows under shoulders, knees under hips. And then we're going to extend our right leg behind us. Left arm coming forward. So inhaling, reaching here. As you exhale, crunching it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch it in. Release it. Child's pose. Taking a moment in child to breathe. Noticing what you feel. And then bring it back up to that table. We'll head to the other side. So extending left leg and then right arm. Inhale, reaching. As you exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch it in. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunching it in. And then bringing it back table to child's pose. And take a moment here in child. Pressing that space in between the eyebrows, that third eye space. Pressing that into the mat. Really feel yourself being grounded down to your mat. If you're outside and you'd like to feel even more connected to that earth, you can come to your child's pose on the grass or wherever you are outside. But just taking a moment, feeling a little bit of pressure into that third eye space, feeling yourself being grounded down. Remembering that everything is connected. what affects one part of the earth or one species affects all species, all parts of the earth. Taking your time, bring yourself back up to table, and then we'll flip our legs around. So we'll come to a position lying on our back, so go ahead and recline. Keep the soles of the feet on the mat with the knees up. Reclining down here. We're going to take the left ankle and stack it on top of the right thigh. Thinking about left knee going away from you while right knee comes in. If this is enough stretch, stay here. My head is only up so that I can talk to you. Your head will be down. So if this is enough stretch, stay here. If you'd like to add more, you would reach behind this right leg and pull it in. And we're breathing here. 4, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release that right leg down. And we're going to unravel and then slowly let both knees rock side to side. Bring it back center, and we're switching sides, so right ankle comes across left thigh. Staying here if this is fine, or you can reach through, pulling that leg in. Now when you do this, we want to think about keeping that neck long. So crown of the head is still coming up. We're not rounding through the spine here. We're not crunching it back here. See what happens when you do this here? It gets this kind of a look with the neck. You want to keep that spine long. You're protecting that neck here. So if you're reaching through, keeping that spine long. Breathing here. 4, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering it down. Unravel. Bringing those knees into the chest and gently rocking side to side. Next time that knees arrive to the left, let both knees come to the left, and you'll turn your head the opposite direction, so head will go to the right. Right arm comes out long. You're looking out over those right fingertips. And we're breathing here. Taking your time, bring it back center, and then make your way to the other side. So knees coming over towards the right, head coming toward the, looking out over those left fingertips toward the left. And then breathe. Taking your time, bringing it back in. And then we'll bring those legs to the air and let them rock side to side if they'd like. You can also come to shoulder stand if shoulder stand is in your practice. But as you're here, notice the feet being connected to the air. And then notice the back, the shoulders, the tailbone, the head. grounding you down, forming a connection between the earth and the sky. Taking your time, slowly lower those legs down, or carefully come out of that shoulder stand or head stand, whatever you're in. And then you'll begin to straighten those legs, bringing the arms to your side, palms facing up. And if it doesn't feel good to keep the palms facing up today, let them go wherever they want. Beginning to set yourself up for final relaxation, Shavasana. So as you straighten those legs, begin to get comfortable, begin to notice those muscles relaxing. As the muscles relax, we'll begin to release the bones. Bones becoming heavy and melting into the mat. Begin to notice the breath slowing down. Remembering that you have nothing else to do, and nowhere else to be right now, but right where you are. So take the next few moments and just be. Taking your time, you can begin to deepen your breath. Beginning to breathe life back into your body. begin to notice the sounds around you once again. Bringing yourself back to this space. And then as you feel ready, you can wiggle fingers and wiggle toes. Beginning to roll ankles and wrists. Taking your time, you can roll onto one side and then carefully push yourself up, bringing yourself to a seated position. Sitting up tall once you get there. And once again, taking that soft gaze or closing the eyes. Taking a moment just to notice. Just to be aware. Taking a moment to notice your physical body. Noticing your breath. Noticing your mind. And then noticing how you fit in with all of this. So taking in everything around you, the sights, the smells, the sounds, the sensations. Feel yourself as connected, knowing you are connected. And then slowly bring arms up overhead, bringing the hands down to your chest. And I hope you enjoyed this practice. Have a lovely Earth Day. Namaste. And if you liked this practice and you're liking the other videos that you've seen, be sure to share with your friends and also like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.